After 9 years, we revisited Tequila Arette. Back in the days, we were doing lots of tequila tastings, and Tequila Arette was heavily featured as a valley-based tequila there. I was excited to learn how the distillery changed over the years. And well, it changed quite a lot. We wanted to come here earlier in the year, but the distillery was under renovation, so we could not take a proper tour. However, now that it is back in operation, we were able to take a tour there. The distillery's equipment was rearranged and even repainted. The new design certainly felt much more organized. Oh, but before I go further, I forgot to mention the distillery is located right in the town of Tequila, just a little further away from the main square. Just a little further, passing Tequila Sauza. It is one of the oldest distilleries in town, built and managed by the Orendain family, one of the famous founder families responsible for the denomination and global success of tequila after the Cuervos and Sauzas. So after visiting El Fogonero, which we featured in the previous video, we rushed to Tequila Centro to reach our 2 p.m. appointment for the distillery tour. And they were really kind because we were running late and they had this sort of 5 minutes buffer so we could actually make it on time. The tour actually doesn't start inside the distillery, but there's a small corner shop right in front of it. That is where this tour starts. You would need to pre-reserve your spot, but they offer tours every day from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. start times, and both English and Spanish options are available. I reached out to them via the official phone number, and I was able to get the WhatsApp number I could reach out to. Probably the easiest way to book is through social media, or you can call or WhatsApp them like I did, and Jocelyn or Francisco will respond explaining the packages and tour options. Since we got a courtesy tour, I think we were lucky to be bundled in a group doing the artisanal tour featuring the distillery's top line tequilas. If you want to book, however, tour prices start from 500 pesos with only a few expressions to taste, and add a few hundreds more if you want the complete experience tasting almost everything the brand has to offer. Before the tour started, we were handed in a bottle of water, a mask, and the hair cover that had to be used in the bottling area. To start with, we walked across the street where the actual distillery is located, went inside, and let the tour begin. Right at the entrance, we were lucky to catch an unloading agave truck. It is always cool to see this. Be on the lookout. Then our guide explained to us the process of the agave cooking. They have both brick ovens and autoclaves for this purpose. It was interesting to see the changes they made in the distillery. In the past, they used to have autoclaves painted in red. Now there is 2 painted in green, and they have a fully operating horno as well, which they didn't have before. After watching the workers loading the autoclaves, we went to see the packaging line. They already finished up with the day's bottling, so there wasn't much to see, but we still were explained the process and the capacity of the place. Apparently, some bottles take more time and precision to label than others, it seems. We then passed the roller mills and got to the fermentation area. We were able to see some quite unique formations of the mosto fermenting, which was nice with the explanation of the fermentation process along with it. Then we reached the area with the tools on the wall. I personally quite like when a tour includes these, as if you've never seen these in action. It's quite a great way to get to know a bit about the different kinds of tools used in agave harvest. Then we were able to look at the small cellar, which used to be the old brick oven of the distillery. Now it's a secret chamber. They use it to keep special tequila blancos in glass jars to create special vintage editions. I think it's pretty cool. Then we went to learn about the stills in the distillery. Arette is using stainless steel pot stills for the processes. After finishing up in the distillery, we went to see the barrel room, which is located on the other side of the street, and here we did the tequila tasting. It's always nice to do the tasting in a barrel room, not just for the ambiance, but it's normally way cooler than the temperature outside, which was about 35 Celsius decrease in this day, which is something like 95 Fahrenheit. We got to taste all the tequilas in the artisanal lineup. As the distillery, the lineup changed a bit during the years, so it was great to be able to taste them. I was quite surprised just how smooth the Fuerte, the high proof Blanco, actually was. It had a light profile, which, while not my style as I like bolder ones, I found it actually very enjoyable. Much like drinking a Sauvignon Blanc style wine, very light despite its alcohol content. The rest of the line was quite good too. I particularly enjoyed the Extra Añejo as well. No surprise though, as normally I enjoy the Blanco and the Extra Añejo, though there were exceptions to this rule. I was sad to see that they discontinued the normal line Añejo, but I understand that their new branding line is much more in line with consumer expectations. Normal line for the cocktails and the lower price tag. The higher end ones is for those looking for a better quality value purchase. The Extra Añejo's taste profile reminded me quite a bit of the old Añejo style though. After finishing up with the tasting, we went back to the corner shop. We even received a small gift, shot glass holders, and some cool stickers, which was a very kind gesture. While it is a gift shop, and I saw a chessboard as well for sale, apart from baseball hats, the main feature here is tequila. They have all kinds of special tequilas featured, even some of the older bottles, though I'm not sure if those are actually for sale and not just for display. So do I recommend to visit Tequila Arette? Yes, I absolutely do. It is very convenient to visit if you visit Fortaleza or Sauza or any of the distilleries close by. You get to see a historic tequila distillery with some unique features not found elsewhere. They have a professional, responsive team and observe both autoclaves and brick ovens in operation. Due to their size, there is usually some operation going all year round. Cheers!